Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ranger Stadium. For the first time in over 30 years, under the direction of Jake Mathieson and Katie DuBois, welcome back to the field, your Forest Lake Marching Band. Introducing our 2025 drum majors, Zachary Bordenave and Abigail Krautkramer. Over the course of this summer, the band has spent countless hours together, rehearsing, marching, and performing. With 20 performances across our community and the state of Minnesota, the Forest Lake Marching Band continues to live out its mission to cultivate teamwork, leadership, and personal responsibility, to deliver high-quality musical performances, to create engaging and memorable performances, to strengthen the bond between our schools, music programs, and the community, and above all, to have fun while creating unforgettable experiences. Through dedication, leadership, and joy, this band has become more than a program, it is a family.
Good evening and welcome to the third annual Forest Lake Marching Band Showcase Concert. My name is Jake Mathieson, and I've had the privilege of being part of this band for the past 20 years as a student, a staff member, and now director. This season has been filled with growth, dedication, and shared passion. Our students have worked tirelessly, not just to perform, but to lead, to include, and inspire. Since 1928, the Forest Lake Marching Band has been a proud tradition in our community, and I'm humbled to continue that legacy along with my team of staff, students. When reflecting on our history, I'm reminded of something longtime director Richard Hahn once told me. Poco a poco, keep your eye on the prize. Bit by bit, we build something bigger than ourselves, a place where students grow, connect, and belong. To our incredible staff, student leaders, drum majors, families, and volunteers, thank you. Your belief in this band makes nights like tonight possible. We're grateful to share this evening with you. I'd like to take a moment to introduce our staff. Staff, if you'll please join me out here so I can talk about you. Hands down, my favorite thing about our staff is the way they build connections with kids and show up for each other. Sorry, I have to read. There's a 2-second delay on the microphone, and it freaks me out. Even though I told Mr. Sauer up there, there's no better training for a 2-second microphone delay where it seems like no one's listening to you than being a middle school teacher. Katie Du Bois is our assistant director. Once upon a time, Katie was an outstanding student in my band classes at Southwest Junior High. Katie brings so much energy, passion, and dedication to our team. All these years later, I'm lucky to call her a colleague and friend. Tonight would not have been possible without Katie. She single-handedly wrote and taught all the field work. She even took the time to watch videos of Mr. Richard Hahn's field shows from the 80s and 90s and was able to recreate some of the formations that Mr. Hahn wrote. Katie has been bugging me since she was 12 years old, asking why does Forest Lake not have a field marching band? And it turns out she grew up to make it happen herself. Let's please give Katie a round of applause. Melissa McGraw is one of our support staff this year. Melissa has been involved in the program for several years, almost as long as I have. By the time she had 3 kids in the program, she was managing and helping so much as a dedicated parent volunteer that I asked her to join the staff. What I appreciate most about Melissa is her dedication to her kids and their many activities. Thank you for being a role model for me over the years as I transitioned from basically being one of the kids to being a parent myself. Thank you, Melissa. Nicole LeMay is one of our other support staff. Again, Nicole is a band parent who is always coming early, staying late, offering to help, bringing treats, etc., reminding me of things when I would forget to do things. Nicole also piloted our fundraising platform this year and was able to raise over $17,000 to replace equipment and make opportunities possible for this band. Nicole has such a heart for kids. Thank you for supporting me, our staff, and our kids. Thanks, Nicole. Joe Condon is our percussion coach. Joe recently finished up his music education degree from the University of Minnesota. The drumline loves Joe. They also like to remind me how much younger and cooler he is than I am. With Joe, our drumline has more than doubled in size the 3 years that Joe has been here. Drummers are a special breed, and thank you, Joe, for giving them some much-needed attention. Thank you, Joe. Ryan Grahek is our knowledgeable source of all things about the Flag Corps. Ryan has a wealth of performing experience and teaching experience with all things flags and color guard. Originally, we hired Ryan to come in, give us some pointers, write us some choreography, and he must like us because he keeps coming back to more and more of our events each season and has become a huge part of our team. Ryan, thank you for guiding the Flag Corps program from its beginning. Thanks, Ryan. Sammy Trost, is new to us this season. She marched at the U with Katie, and Sammy was convinced to come up, like, come check out a rehearsal, see what we do here, see if you can give us any pointers. And the kids fell in love with her, as you can see. So Sammy quickly became part of the staff and has been helping us all season, coming to parades, helping write choreography, and just doing an awesome job for the kids. She graduated from the U this year, and she is moving on to Michigan Tech to study computer science as a master's degree. We're really trying to convince her to still come to Minnesota for the summer. Thank you, Sammy. I saved Kimber Sullivan for last because I'm going to turn the microphone over to her to talk about our Flag Corps program that she started. Like Melissa, Kimber was an involved parent. A few years ago, she kindly approached me to ask why we didn't have a flag program. My answer was simple. It's because I know nothing about flags and I'm horribly uncoordinated. She quickly answered, I do, sign me up. And the rest is history. To me, Kimber represents the heart of the band. Watching her build confidence, empathy, and skills is inspiring. Kimber is going to be moving on next year. Her job is taking her as to travel and be a consultant, so she'll be still around. But as her kids are graduating from the program, she is moving on from our staff, although I expect you'll still see a lot of her, or at least we will. So thank you, Kimber.
All right. I just have a couple of words to share with you. Oh, God, Jake, I knew he's going to make me cry. I have to start with love because everything we do here flows from love. And we love all of you so much. And we're so proud of them. Courage, that's the second word. To pick up a flag, to toss it in the air, to stay standing and not run away, to toss it when you know you might drop it in front of all these people. But what do I tell them? I say, toss the flag. Always toss the flag. Courage. They bring courage. And finally, leadership. I see leadership at all levels here. And what is leadership? It's taking care of others. It's looking at what they need. How can I inspire them? And my mission this whole time has been to create leaders who can take this program and continue to launch it and make more amazing leaders. And the leaders that we have now are poised to do that. I have not a single concern that all of you who lead in every way that you lead, whether you are officially in leadership or if you are someone who had to learn 2 versions of every single song this year, or if you are the dessert of the band picking up the rear view of this band and making it look great. You are leading, and I'm so proud of you. I hope the rest of your life catapults from this moment and you find yourself using love, courage, and leadership as you go on. So thank you. Thanks, Jake.
Bands, tonight's concert is made possible in part thanks to generous sponsors. Special thanks to Pfeiffer Chiropractic and the Hallberg Family Foundation for supporting our students. If you'd like to support the band, donation boxes are available near the entrance. All contributions go toward replacing outdated equipment and providing future performance opportunities. Thank you. Now let's turn it over to Katie for some special awards.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us tonight. This is a little bit of change of pace for me. I'm used to the megaphone. Each and every one of these band members have been doing amazing this season. They've all put in countless hours during the rehearsal and behind the scenes to perfect their marching and musical abilities. This includes being asked, "Hey band, what foot do we start marching on?" Let me be the first one to say it, marching band is not easy. Can you believe that they learned this show in a matter of 6 hours? All of these band members should be extremely proud of themselves for all of their hard work. There are so many components to being in marching band, and they're all doing amazing at it. There are so many rookies here that I couldn't tell were new because they were so good on the first day. Not to mention, we have had such an amazing and close community within the band and between sections this season. Everyone deserves an award for their hard work. However, we wanted to see who the band thinks should receive an award. We sent out a form that allowed everyone in the band to vote for who they think should receive awards. Staff oversaw the responses and made the final picks. If I call your name, stay in the form and see me after the concert for your certificate. Our first award is the Marching Award, given to the band member who is always in step, always on the right foot, assists in keeping their lines straight, and is always marking time. From the flute section, Samantha Reapy. From the trumpet section, Caden Browers. Our next award is Most Band Spirit. The band member that is always ready to go, is excited, participates in our cadence cheers, and yells the attention command like no other. This award goes to none other than the alto saxophone, Caleb Fleckner. Next up is our Veteran Award, a returning member that has made a positive impact on the band this season. They have gone above and beyond to welcome the rookies, have been on task during rehearsal, set a good example, and help those around them. From the mellophone section, Michael Senechel. From the alto sax section, Connor Showbloom. Last up, we have our Rookie Award, an award for rookie members of the band who have excelled in every aspect of marching band, despite this being their very first year. From the drum line, Diesel. From Flag Corps, Fiona. And lastly, from the trumpet section, Lydia. Our final award is a trombone section specific award. The Trombone in the Zone Award is a section award recognizing superior marching, playing, and general achievement. The trombone section voted on the winner and the votes were tied. The Trombone in the Zone Award goes to Ben Brabeck and Callie Meddy. Again, thank you all so much for being here tonight and enjoy the rest of the show.
Fans, this fall, the band is thankful to have opportunities to perform with both the University of Minnesota Marching Band and at the Youth in Music Marching Band Championship. These opportunities give our students a chance to experience excellence at the next level, and they represent our program with pride. Fans, at the core of everything we do is student leadership. Our leadership team has guided this band through rehearsals, performances, and the many in-between moments. Whether setting drill, leading warm-ups, taking attendance, planning the season, building community, their energy and commitment help shape this season. Each season, we hold interviews for our leadership team. Students have to complete a written application and attend a formal interview. The team meets starting in January to plan our vision for the season. The leadership team arrives early, stays late at every rehearsal and event to ensure everything runs smoothly. All members have the opportunity to apply for the leadership team. There is no extra cost to participate. Applications this year are due September 13th. Fans, please join me now in recognizing our 2025 leadership team. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Abby Krautkramer, Zach Bordnave, Anna Katkoff, Bailey Zauner, Cameron Shepard, Logan LeMay, Caleb Fleckner, Gavin Nadeau, Colton Hitt, Michael Senecal, Ashley Berg, Cooper McKenzie, Libby Schilling, Chase Johnson, Sammy McGraw, Dom Coviello, Gabe Beaupre, Claire Sullivan, Olivia Strom, Isabel Rocha, Tayton Fenster, Ella Auger, and Katie Senecal. Let's hear it for the 2025 leadership team. Fans, as we close our repertoire tonight, we pause to reflect on tradition. You are now part of a legacy that has thrived for nearly a century. And we honor two individuals who helped build that legacy, Richard and Jeanette Hahn, for their decades of dedication to music education in Forest Lake, St. Francis, and our surrounding communities. Mr. Hahn led the Forest Lake High School Band from 1980 until 2009. The Hahns provided world-class opportunities for music students. They were experts in how to rally a community together. Most importantly, they were loving parents, grandparents, mentors, and friends. Both Richard and Jeanette were mentors to our director, Jake. Tonight, we would like to dedicate our performance to the memory of Mr. and Mrs. Hahn. Their lasting impact on our music program, schools, and community will not be forgotten. Carrying on a timeless tradition, we will now perform our school song. We invite you to please stand, clap, and sing along to "We're Loyal to You, Forest Lake." Fans, we're not done yet. As we wrap up the evening, we want to recognize our senior band members. These 22 students voted on a favorite song from their marching band careers. And the winner is a piece performed in both 2021 and 2022. It is "The Middle." Seniors, as I read your name, please step forward and be recognized. Again, we're going to ask everyone to hold your applause until they're finished. Theo Fitzhugh, Rachel Isaacs, Nathan Kampshoff, Naomi Pullard, Dom Coviello, Jack Sullivan, Chase Johnson, Thomas Wagstrom, Libby Schilling, Natan Mosang, Ben Brabeck, Michael Senecal, Ashley Berg, Gavin Nadu, Gwen Slaughter, Bailey Zahner, Sienna Nelson, Anna Katkoff, Nora Workman, Claire Sullivan, Zach Bordenave, and Abby Kraut-Kramer. Let's hear it for our seniors. Fans, written in the 1950s by Rollie Nelson, the Forest Lake High School Street Beat, also known as the Relic, was a staple part of the marching band's repertoire for many years as they marched in parades all across the country. Mr. Nelson was Forest Lake's band director and music man for decades before 1980. Fans, on behalf of our staff, students, and families, thank you for being here tonight. We're grateful for your support and proud of what these students have built together. This is Forest Lake. This is family. Thank you for joining us tonight. See you on the parade route. Don't forget, everyone, concessions are open after we finish here tonight, as well as Lost and Found to the east side of our concession stand. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us here tonight.